So I've said in case your time is over, you will be released, then you get the record. So we are solving the question of May 2015. Question 3B. Question 3B. And we are saying what we do, we begin with a sketch. So as you can see, it is 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Then we have 1 to 3. Then we have 1 to 4. Then we have 2 to 4. So I can change this one to be 4. And this one I change it to be 3. So that I will say 2 to 4 there. 2 to 4. Then 2 to 5 somewhere here. Then I have 3 to 6. Maybe 6 is somewhere here. Then I have 4 to 6 somewhere there. And 5 to 6. So it is pretty simple like that. 5 to 6 that way. Then with that, we'll come and sit to go my fair copy. My fair copy. So this is my 1, 2. So I have an activity here. 1 to 3. I have an activity here. Then 1 to 4. I have an activity here. Then 2 to 4. I have an activity. 2 to 5. I have an activity. 4 to 6. I have an activity here. Then 5 to 6. I have an activity. And 3 to 6. I have an activity. So I can now label using alphabets. 1 to 2, I will call it A. And the times are 6 here and 4. 1 to 3, I will call it B, and the times are 8, 4. 1 to 4, I will call it C, and the times are 5, 3. 2 to 4, I will call it D, and the times are 3, 3. 2 to 5, I will call it E, and the times are 5, 3. 2 to 5, the times are 5, 3. 3 to 6, I will call it F, and the times are 12 here and 8 here. 4 to 6, I will call it G, and the times are 8, 5, and 5 to 6, I will call it H, and the times are 6, 6. I can as well record the slopes in thousands. The slopes in thousands, A has 800, B has 900, C has 300, D has 0, E has 400, F has 2000, G has 500, and H has 0. And H has 0. Those are the slopes the examiner has already computed. Remember, there is the formula that we gave that you are supposed to use to follow or to compute the slopes. There is a formula that you are supposed to follow. So doing the forward pass for the normal, there's a 0, 0 plus 6, this will give me 6 here. 0 plus 8, that will give me 8. When I get here, there are 2 arrows, so I will say 3 plus 6, that is 9, or 5 plus 0, 5, so I go for the higher, that is 9. Then when I come here, that's 1 arrow gets in, so 5 plus 6, that is 11. And when I get here, there are 3 arrows. So following this one, I will say 6 plus 11, that is 17. When I'm here, it will be 8 plus 9, that is also 17. And when I follow F, it will be 12 plus 8, that is 20. I go for the higher 20, and immediately begin with 20 there. So 20 minus 6, that gives me 14. 20 minus 8, that gives me 12. And 20 minus 12, that gives me 8. When I get here, there are 2 arrows. So the first one will be 14 minus 5, that is 9. The next one will be 12 minus 3, 9. So they are equal, I just record 9. And obviously this one we know should always be 0. Then checking the critical, you can see A, here it is not equal, so it's not critical. The same thing with C, B, but B is critical. The times here are equal. Even F is critical. All the others are not critical. Let's do the crash times. So 0 plus 4, that gives me 4. 0 plus 4, that gives me 4 as well. When I get here, there are 2 arrows, so it is 3 plus 4, that is 7. And 3 plus 0, that is 3, so I go for 7. When I get here, it is 4 plus 3, that is 7. And when I get here, there are 3 arrows, so it will be 6 plus 7, 13. 5 plus 7, 12. And 8 plus 4, that is 12. So I will go for 13. So 13 there and 13 there. So 13 minus 6, that is 7 there. And then 13 minus 5, 8. 13 minus 8. That is what? That is 7. It is 13 minus 8. Sorry, that is 5. 13 minus 8 is 5, not 7 is 5. Then nikirudi hapa, there are 2 arrows. So 7 minus 3, 4. 8 minus 3, 5. So we go for 4. And this one is 0. And now what you can see there is that the critical part has changed, which I told you earlier is a possibility. Because now B is no longer critical, even F. So the critical one now is A. So this is the one that is critical, followed by E, and followed by H. Those are the ones that are critical. Their times are equal. Again, their times now are not equal. You can see that. So in our uncrashing, so we have 2 critical parts. It's possible, yes. It's possible even when you have the normal times, just one time. Crash, it is possible to have more than 1 critical part. I think the very first question is okay too. Yeah. And when you have the normal and the crash times, it is possible the critical part remains where the same in the normal and the same also in crash. It is also possible that the crash will create a new critical path. Like now, what we have seen here, the crash has created a new critical path. Let's try to uncrash. Let's try to uncrash to get the. So as we said, here we are saying B and F are not equal. Which B and F? Yes, they are not equal. That's why they are not critical for these ones. That's why they are not critical for the crash, but they were equal for the normal. Yeah, they were equal for the normal, but they were not equal for the crash. This one equals for the normal, but he equals for the crash. I told you, hope you have got that issue. I told you, you come here and assume there are 2 persons. One follows the critical part, the other one follows the non-critical. And everyone maintains their part. So the earliest these guys will meet when the part is number 1 will be number 6. So we have all these activities down here that we need to uncrash. Asia, is that okay? So if we have all these, that means our candidates of uncrashing are C, B, F, and G. Okay, good. So if there are 4 of them, I've told you to start with the one that has the highest slope. With the one that has the highest slope. So that here is already who has the highest slope? F. Good. So if it is F, you get it to F. And the first thing is to know how many activities have been denied, or rather, how many days. Currently it is 12, but now we are proposing to go to 8. That means we are denying 4. So let's seek to return the 4. We seek to return the 4. If you seek to return the 4, let's check. The next thing is, I told you it's called certain event. So the certain events are the events that are bounded by the critical or attached by the critical. So you see F is between 3 and 6. And it is only 6 which is touched by the critical for the crash. Remember, we are using the critical for the crash. So if this is the head, then you work backwards. Where we say you come here and say, if we have to complete by 13 days, and we must also return the 4 days here, then when should F begin? The answer is 13 minus this 8 minus this 4 that we are returning. And the answer is what? Is 1. The answer is 1. Now, if F must begin 1, then we must check those who preceded it with whether they will allow. Now, the predecessor is B. Now, the minimum that B can take is how long? 4. So we didn't allow F to begin by the 1. No. In actual sense, F will be late by how long? 3 days. Now, it is late for 3 days because we have chosen to return how many days? 4. So that means we should have returned what? 1 day. So we come back here, we cancel this, we say return back 1. Return back 1. Then we come back here, we say instead of subtracting 4, we are supposed to subtract what? 1. And instead of getting 1, we will then get what? 4. So B will do the 4 days. Immediately ikimaliza, F takes over. So we can only afford to return 1 day. Higher. Let's go to the next one. After F, none will be the next one is B. But going by what we have said here, it is not possible to return anything to B. Because if you return anything to B, then it's how we particular F. Yeah. And because F has a higher cost, then we have preferred to have F returned than B. It is better to save 2,000 than to save what? 900. So B is as well done. The next candidate now is G. G, you are on a 500. So G, we have denied how many days? 3. 3 days. So if it is 3 days, the next thing is to know a certain event that is touched by the critical path, and that is number 6. So we have to work backwards. So working backwards, I will come here and say that for G to finish by day 13, we must first of all less 5, and then we less 3. That gives us what? 5. We get 5. So G must start by day 5. So let's check whether those who are preceding will allow that to happen. Let's start with C. You see, C is going to finish within 3 days. So we yet allow G to start? Yes. Actually, it will have a freedom of 2 days. See there? And because C is also being denied, we can even come back and, but before we do that, let's confirm whether it has been allowed. Turudi kwa D. Now D, it must take 3 days, and also A must take 4 days, and we must consider both. So 4 plus 3, that is what? 7. So ikimaliza by day 7, we don't allow G to finish. No, itakuwa imechelewa by 2 days. So even if it's by 2 days, then those 2 days tunachelewa because we returned 3 days. So we should have returned what? 1 day. So instead of 3 here, we come and cancel and say we are returning 1 day. We are returning back 1 day instead of 3. Then here, instead of subtracting B, we are supposed to subtract what? 1. So that instead of getting 5, we should have gotten what? 7. We should have gotten 7. So that now, A taking 4 days, T3, that is 7. So exactly we come and begin 7. And then that goes without saying, this one for C, it's 2 days back. And it will finish on day 5, while hapa tunaitajika day 7. So that is okay. So the question is asking us to get the additional costs. It's asking us to get the additional costs. So what I need to do is to come here and have working. So the activity and the additional, it is what in the other questions we have been calling extra costs. It is what we have been calling extra costs. So we argue this way. Activity A. You see activity A, we have reduced it by 2 days and we were not able to return it. So that one is attracting extra cost. A, 2 days each at 800. That gives us 1,600. 1,600. B, we denied 4 days, and you can see we have not done any. So B, it is 4 days at 900. That is 3,600. C, you can see we have denied 2 days and we have returned everything. So no additional costs. We come to D, we have not denied anything, so no extra cost. E, we denied 2 days, but we have not returned anything. So it is 2 days at 400. That must be 800. F, you see F, we have denied 4 days. But we finally managed just to done 1. So there are 3 that have not been returned. 3 have not been returned at a cost of 2,000. That is 6,000. G, we have denied 3. We only have returned 1. So G, it is 1 at a cost of 500. No, 2 days. 2 days have not been returned. So this is 1,000. H, we have not denied. So our extra costs from the total, that is 1,600 plus that 600 plus 800 plus 6,000 plus 1,000. That is 13,000. So that is the additional cost. So we are okay. Yeah. So thank you very much, and have a nice time. We'll meet in the next lesson. Thank you.